Back everybody, this is your guy Joey Bikes. So today's work we're going to be doing is we're going to change out the radiator hose lines. Got some nice red ones to go with the bike. I got the side plastics off. You don't really have to take them off and stuff, but since I'm still in the process of changing the rear spring, then I might as well just take advantage while the plastics are off. What you want to do is just twist this bad boy. You don't want to do this while the bike is running hot. By taking this cap off, it helps drain the coolant fluid easier. You're gonna need a catch bucket. And then I got my T-handle wrench with an 8mm socket. The hoses connect here. This is where you're gonna drain the coolant fluid. It's the actual bolt with the copper washer behind it right here. So definitely want to get that. See, there you go. As soon as you start loosening it, it's gonna want to come pouring out. Put this aside because you don't want to lose that. Then what you can do, you can lean the bike over a little bit. You want to make sure you get all the fluid out of there, because you're going to be disconnecting the hoses and you don't want coolant spraying all over the place or dripping all over the place. Okay, so that seems to have done it. Get those last couple of drips out. I'm gonna stand there upright again, and then I'm just gonna give a couple of light pumps of the Kickstarter just to get whatever fluid is still left inside the reservoir. Phillips screwdriver. There's two hoses. There's one over here on the top, and there's one over here down on the bottom. So all I'm doing is just releasing the clips. So now we can take off this radiator. So I'm just gonna take out my little ratchet and pop out these. Take your time. Made out of plastic, so you definitely don't want to damage them. Pop right out. Left side. Two little bolts. So once you're able to get all the fluid out, basically you can start disconnecting the hoses. You're gonna have to take those two little 8mm screws off of the side of the bike. Once you've done that on the radiator side, you can start pulling it off. You want to start adding some of the pieces. I would suggest doing the middle ones, the smallest ones first. They slide down really easy too. So you want to make sure you get enough so you can catch both clamps. So the other one. So I would just start securing this side first, do one more hole on the opposite side to change. could easily access it later in the future. So make sure the straps are facing you. This side, connect again. There's one more hose you want to change on that, which is the last hose, the longest hose on this side. Oh man. Woo. Take these clips off if you need them. Bam. So now you got new hoses. Wipe down whatever fluid drop. Make sure they all secure nicely. Got two, see? This is where you always gotta check to make sure they all secure. Because for that, still have two more to secure. And then you wanna double check that. Double checking is never wrong. You always want to make sure that you're putting everything back the right way. You don't want to be in the middle of pouring your coolant and then all of a sudden it just keeps on leaking. You want to put back the bolt, wipe it down just in case there's any contaminants. The copper washer, that's the one that you look for, and that's the only one you got to take off to drain the fluid. This is the coolant that we're going to use, HP coolant, 50-50 blend. This is recommended for most bikes, mostly Honda bikes. And voila, there you go. New coolant, new hose lines. Everything's back into place. Definitely liking it versus, see, through here, here, and running through here too as well, and on the opposite side. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, this is your guy Joey Bikes. Got a lot more upgrades coming, so stay tuned, and thank you for subscribing, and you guys have a great weekend.